You've waited long enough. The truth is, no one ever feels ready. Welcome to Success Mind. Every day, you wake up with that voice inside your head. The one that whispers, maybe tomorrow. The one that says, you're not ready yet. You scroll through your phone, watching people doing what you dream of doing. You tell yourself they had it easier. They had more time, more confidence, more luck. But deep down, you know something. They didn't start because they were ready. They started because they were tired of waiting. You say you'll start when you feel brave, when things calm down, when you have more money, more clarity, more confidence. But the world doesn't pause for your perfection. The days keep moving. The clock keeps ticking. And your dream, it's waiting for you to take that first step. You know that feeling in your chest, that small fire that never really goes out? That's your calling. That's life, whispering, begin. Yet you silence it with excuses. You convince yourself that starting small isn't enough. But that's a lie. Every empire began with a single brick. Every song began with a single note. Every hero began with fear. And here's the truth. If you keep waiting to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Because readiness doesn't come before action. It's born from action. Now imagine this. It's 6 months from now. You're in the same room, the same chair. But something's changed. You're smiling. You're proud. Because you finally did it. You didn't wait. You didn't let fear win. You took that first shaky step, and it changed everything. Maybe your progress was slow. Maybe it wasn't perfect. But every day, you moved, you learned, you grew. And then, one day, without realizing it, you became the kind of person who does the things they used to only dream about. The kind of person others look at and say, wow, they're so disciplined, so motivated. But you'll know the truth. You weren't born motivated. You weren't born confident. You built it, brick by brick. That's what's waiting for you if you start now. A future where you don't just dream, you do. Can you see it? Can you feel it? That's what happens when you move, even if you move slowly. That's what happens when you start. There's a quote by Zig Ziglar that has guided millions. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Simple, yet powerful enough to change a life. Zig Ziglar didn't say you might become great. He said you have to start to be great, meaning greatness doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who begin, even in fear. Think about it. Every person you admire, they began just like you. Steve Jobs in a small garage. Walt Disney after being fired for lack of creativity. Oprah rejected and told she wasn't fit for television. They all started small, scared, imperfect. But they started. Now ask yourself, what's really stopping you? Is it fear of failure? Fear of judgment? Or maybe the quiet fear that you're not enough? Let me tell you a secret. No one feels like enough at the beginning. Confidence is not the fuel that starts you. It's the fire that grows as you move. When you start, you learn. You adapt. You evolve. You fall down and stand up again. And slowly, almost silently, you become someone new. That's the miracle of starting. Because every small action creates momentum. Every effort plants a seed. You might not see results immediately, but every sunrise that you wake up and try again, you're building something no one can take away. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the fear to fade. Fear doesn't go away. It just learns to walk beside you. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Start today. And hey, if this message speaks to your heart, if you're ready to grow with others who refuse to wait, subscribe now. Let's walk together, step by step, through the messy middle of becoming great. You see, life rewards the ones who move, the ones who begin before they're ready. Because courage isn't about being fearless. It's about walking through the fear. It's about saying, I'll try anyway. Let's be honest. There will be days you'll doubt yourself. Days when you'll look in the mirror and wonder if it's worth it. It is. Every moment, every stumble, every failure. Because failure is not the end. It's feedback. It's growth disguised as pain. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You don't need to be the best. You just need to begin. So write that first sentence, post that first video, start that business, begin that workout, take that class, make that call. Whatever your dream is, don't let it die in the waiting. Here's what I know. You will never regret starting, but you will always regret waiting. When you begin, life begins to open in ways you never expected. Opportunities appear. People show up. Energy flows. The universe responds to movement. But it can't move through someone standing still. Starting doesn't guarantee success, but not starting guarantees failure. Remember Zig Ziglar's words. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Let them echo in your mind when fear whispers. Let them anchor you when doubt screams. You are not too late. You are not too small. You are not unqualified. You are ready enough. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important. Because once you start, you break the chain of fear. You create momentum. And momentum is unstoppable. A year from now, you'll thank yourself for the courage you found today. You'll look back at this moment, right here, right now, and realize it was the turning point. You started. So, what are you waiting for? The world doesn't need another dreamer. It needs a doer. Someone who dares to take that first imperfect step. If your heart's beating faster right now, it's because you know this is your sign. The time is now. The moment is yours. And before you go, take a deep breath. Whisper to yourself, I am ready to begin. Then do it. Start. Move. Try. Fail. Learn. Repeat. And if this voice helped you remember your strength, subscribe. Not because of the algorithm, but because you deserve to be surrounded by reminders that you can, that you will, that you must. This is where greatness begins, not tomorrow, not when things are perfect, but here, today, with you deciding to move. Because in the end, it's not the perfect who change the world. It's the starters. And you, my friend, were born to start.